You know that term fear-mongering? I laugh when people say it a lot of times because, I mean, there is a such thing as fear-mongering. But a lot of times when people don't have the eyes to see what's going on, and you do, and you warn people, you're fear-mongering. I wonder if that's what Yisra'el did when the watchmen proclaimed something. Oh, you're fear-mongering. When they said, Yah's pissed at us for our transgressions and our wickedness. Oh, you're just fear-mongering. Shalom, following Yeshua. Welcome again to the Rock. What are some things I would do right now? I just asked that question because I guess people are starting to actually see things aren't looking too good. They're finally willing to admit it. They're finally willing to say, oh my gosh, these things, oh my gosh, I didn't know, oh my gosh, I didn't think, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Well, what are some things that I would do right now? I mean, this moment. This is just for me. Well, one thing I'm doing is I am making sure that, I've always done this, so this is not really a big deal. But I'm going to be holding a bit more cash and not keeping the money in the bank. Why? Because there's an ongoing cyber war, and it's intensifying. This war in Ukraine is bringing in more and more parties. We talked on the live stream, the Chechens want some. They want to jump in. Belarus wants to jump in. Finland is being threatened. Sweden's being threatened. This shit is broadening. And with that, cyber warfare takes place. One of the advantages of cyber warfare is the ability to interrupt communications or to interrupt the financial system, because that's what the nations are doing with Russia, booting them out of SWIFT, banning them out of SWIFT. So with that, that's going to economically affect Russia big time. Syrian president is praising Putin. Iran's already put their lot in. And China's just sitting over there watching. China's very strategic. They're going to make their move whenever they feel like it. But the economic system is in turmoil right now. The markets are going up and down. It would literally take a small event, hacking event, economic warfare event, to turn life in this country upside down. Imagine going to your ATM machine. Imagine trying to buy your Amazon product. Imagine trying to get your Walmart, delivery, whatever they call that system where they deliver food to you. You order it online. Imagine if online went down. Imagine if communications went down. Cyber event can do that. Imagine if they start attacking power grids, banks, the banking system, Wall Street. Imagine. Well, that couldn't happen. Well, these are the same people that said that Ukraine and Russia wouldn't be at war. So, for me, having some serious cash on hand is something that I would consider pretty damn smart. I'm not saying you have to take the cash and keep it in your wallet. Shit, go dig some holes out in your property and, tag them and bury some cash, some tangible assets, things like that. That is something that I would do. I'm sorry, my dog came over here and he always tries to come over during the video and wants to talk to me. So cash, having some pretty significant cash on hand might be a good idea. That's something that I've always lived that way, but I'm even more so paying attention to that and making those moves. I went to the grocery store to top off everything. I topped off my gas cans, made sure, I had plenty of gas here on the property for use. Chainsaws, generators, vehicles. I'm actually creating a gas system here on the property for, storage, long-term storage. But when I was out, the people at the stores they were lost. It's like they didn't even know what was going on. They were just doing what they normally do every Sunday, every first day of afternoon, just church and you know, out there just talking and giggling and having a great time. There was no urgency with anybody. It was alarming. It was alarming. Another thing that I would do, I would have, I mean, if you have not come out, if you're in a major city right now, I would seriously, and this is just me, this is what I would do if I was in that situation. I would seriously consider the possibility of contacting the person that I, let's say a bug out location. Let's say you had a brother in this faith that you were going to go to his property, and that was the plan. I would make sure I would have some gas cans stored up with some fuel. I mean, I'm being serious. With enough fuel for you to get to that location. I mean, hopefully your location isn't, you know, 10 miles or 10 hours away, but I would make sure I had enough fuel to fill up my car. Maybe have it on standby, have it in a way, some containers that you could strap it to the top of your car if you needed to. Why? Because if there is a cyber attack in any way, and it is any way serious, and it hits these major cities, do you know what these major cities are going to look like? Do you know what they would look like? I'm just telling you things that I'm doing. I topped off my gas cans. I made sure that I had enough fuel for, well, my items here. If you have loved ones around, it may be a good idea for you to get that contact with them and let them know, hey, it might not be a bad idea for you to bring your, to come on by the property and bring some clothes and bring some, if they don't have provisions already there, which they should. But it might not be a bad idea to make sure that that's set up. It may not be a bad idea for you to go out to your property, look at your house and look at your yard and start contemplating, what am I going to start planting? What am I going to start growing? The hell with these damn, well, roses are nice. The hell with these damn decorative flowers. I need to start getting my mind set for some damn food. So y'all think that this shit is fake, and you think that this shit couldn't happen the same way you thought the zombie plague couldn't happen. When the shit come down, and it's here. There's nothing you can do about it. No matter how much, praying and speaking in tongues you do, when the shit come down and it's right there in front of your face, you in trouble. You in trouble. And then you're going to have to face the fact that you have been complacent and lazy for so damn long. Another thing that I would consider doing, if you do not have enough ammunition, lead, I would seriously consider putting back some of that precious metal. Not because I'm hoping that things fall apart and you have to use it, but you just never know. And the way this thing is going, if it comes down to supplies, do you think that they're going to continue to feed the civilian market with projectiles? We could see, 223 rounds, 5.56 rounds going for $1 a piece for your steel case Tula 55 grain full metal jacket. When right now you can get it for $400, for $1,000. This ain't the time for you to be sitting around playing the game. Food. If you have not stored food, man, why not? Why not? If you have not, if you have propane on your property, top that shit off. This is the time to be topping things off. This is the time for you to take a direct inventory of what you got and to start really figuring out, do you have enough food? Do you have enough protection? Do you have enough cash for you to make it, let's just say 2 months, 60 days? 60 days. Do you have enough to make it through the spring into the summer? Do you? I don't even want to talk about the fact that what Russia did with their nuclear forces. Thank you, Mother Kate. Mother Kate sent me a message on YouTube to let me know that that's what happened. And when you pin the bear against the wall, the bear might violently fight back. I mean that figuratively and literally. They're hurting them economically. Russia and Putin aren't the ones to F with when it comes to that sort of thing. This thing's descending into chaos and anarchy. The world's descending into that. People are drawing the lines in the sand. They are choosing this day whom they will serve. They are choosing this day what side they are on. And it's drawing so many more people in that this thing could get bad, and it could get bad fast. I'm just going to say the reservation, these major cities, that's a place you do not want to you do not want to be there right now. And I'm saying these words with the utmost sobriety so that you can hear it. This is not a game. And too many have played the game to the detriment of their life. So have some cash. That's what I would do. If you aren't on your property or where you want to be going, I would make sure that I have the fuel to get there. I would make sure that the person knows, hey, I could be leaving, at the drop of a dime. Are you ready for me? I might even map out some alternate ways to get to my location. Because if this thing descends, and if cyber warfare really does go big time, and they start attacking infrastructure, they start attacking the banking system, they start attacking the electrical grid, they start attacking the hospitals, they start attacking all these things, communications, and you can't just get on your phone and call somebody. Here's the question. If you can't get on the phone and call somebody right now, what are you going to do? What are you going to freaking do if you pick up your phone and you look at your bars and, why does it say, it has the 5 or 6 bars with a line through it? Why is it saying that? Why I don't understand. And you try to call your internet service provider, your cell phone service provider, and you get nothing. What the hell are you going to do then? I'm talking about what are you going to do with where you are right now? Not the pontification, not, well, if that happens, I'll pray, and then then I'm just going to see his face, and then I'm just going to, I'm going to grab this and grab that, and then, no, not pontification. What are you really going to do? I hope you got yourself ready. I hope you got your heart ready. I hope you got your mind ready. I hope you know somebody. I hope you're handling this with the utmost sobriety and not foolishness. If you're a sister in this faith, I hope you took the heed to the words and moved to get yourself covered. Because if not, we could be heading to a very interesting time. And many of you find yourselves in very interesting positions. And that's not where you want to be. Bless y'all. Shalom.